Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. B2B fintech Perfios rejects its top deck as part of its strategy for a public listing and has appointed former Big Basket executive Sumit Nigam as Chief Technology Officer and Pine Labs' Anu Matthew as the company's first Chief People Officer. What's the IPO timeline and the firm's growth plans? Aishwarya Anand finds out from Perfios' CEO Sabyasachi Goswami on the sidelines of New Delhi's Slushed event. Take a look.
We tentatively have kept a timeline of about 18 to 24 months. But I would say that we don't control everything. We can only have a control over our internal processes, systems, people, all of that. But I think we don't control the macros. But internally, we are gearing up and preparing ourselves for about, let's say, a timeline of about 18 months.
Okay. And any plans on how much would you be raising via the IPO? What's the valuation that you're targeting? Something around those figures if you have something in mind.
Not yet. I would say that we are too early in that process. We're just preparing ourselves. We've just kind of come to terms that we'll have to do it.
Okay.
And I would say that we'll as soon as we get to know, you'll get to hear.
Just last month, you've raised $229 million in your Series D funding round from Kidara Capital. Tell me, where have you deployed the funds? And would you be looking for a pre-IPO round going forward?
Okay. Let me answer the first question first. I think the first thing that we did not raise the fund for just from a working capital standpoint, unlike that many businesses need that. But I think we were always profitable, and we are. Now, the funds will get deployed in three areas. The first being the geography expansion, the market expansion, and I have said that earlier as well. We are looking at expanding to US and Europe. Next being the large investment towards research and development in the field of deep tech, AI, and creating much more innovative products to kind of address the last mile need of financial services and hence driving the financial inclusion agenda, not for just the India perspective, but whatever and whenever we have created products, we have only one thought in mind: made in India for the world. And we will continue to do so. So I think that will require a large amount of investments. And the third being, while we are preparing for IPO, we need to set a few things as well. I think these are the three areas where large part of investments will.
Okay. All right. Now you've also made 62 millionaires with your 154 crores ESOP buyback. Tell me, what does this mean?
That's been the core philosophy of Perfios from day one. Create wealth and distribute wealth. The numbers have gone up over years. And if you see, I mean, we believe in DNAI also. Well, 80 people in this round has been women, right? So I think generating wealth is important because we come under the category of startups and fintechs. And what motivates young people is also how can they generate wealth for themselves.
Okay. Now, while we are still awaiting your FY23 financials, I would like to understand from you, how has the growth been for you? And what are some of the targets that you're setting for the next fiscal year?
So over the last 5 years, barring the COVID years, we have grown for year on year about 100%. And it will be pretty much same even when you see the 23 numbers. We have set kind of similar targets, about 80 to 100% even for this year. While the base grows, you can't grow at the same pace. But we know we have not tempered it down too much, but around 80 to 100%. I think we'll exit the year with about 100 million ARR.
Okay, all right. Now, I wanted to understand what kind of solutions has Perfios deployed, for banks, for NBFIs. If you could just shed some light on that.
What we have created is an end-to-end customer lifecycle. So we address the products in different pockets from the end-to-end customer lifecycle, starting from origination, onboarding, decisioning, then your operations, support, collections, the full cycle. The second is from a capital market perspective. So on the capital markets perspective, the wealth management, the personal finance space, the robo-advisory, how do you address those requirements of an individual? Third is the InsurTech, which was the third pillar. Today we work with one of the largest insurers globally.
Tell me, how have these three categories grown? If you have to, shed some light on the numbers there.
We have been a category creator in the banking and financial space. So banks, NBFCs, fintechs uses us. We have about 1,000 odd clients globally over 18 countries. and will soon enter US and Europe. So that's the category creating segment and products for that segment. Followed by capital markets. The third is the insurtech, but we feel that insurtech is, and each of these segments are in a different phase of digital transformation.
Correct.
But insurtech is catching up fast. So I think we'll see a lot more action out there, a lot more transformation out there, and we're building a lot of products on that side.
Going ahead, what are some of the new things that Perfios has in its pipeline?
We pick up the newspapers, we see frauds happening in different kind. So the next bet is the fraud solutions. We already have some products, but we are enriching those products by using our deep tech and AI.
Thank you so much, Sabyasachi, for speaking to us today. All the best with your IPO plans.